Good afternoon, Summit Health Tribe. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. We love Sundays, just a great time to meal prep and get ready for the week, clean up the house, get set. I love looking at Sundays as just kind of that catch-up day and set the tone for the week. So guys, I am here for our Sunday with Summit Health, and I'm talking to you today about how to talk to your kids about health and wellness. As the mother of a 9-year-old girl and someone that had in my youth oftentimes struggled with body image and confidence, this subject is near and dear to my heart. So I'm super excited to share with you guys today about it. So let's talk about why this subject is so important. So maybe you're somebody that has decided to make healthy changes. Maybe you aren't happy with your body weight or how your body looks. Maybe you're trying to improve some health markers, or you just want to perform better. Maybe you just want to feel good or have energy or sleep soundly. When we choose to make healthy changes, there's typically some motivating factors. And if you have children or teenagers in your home, they're like sponges when it comes to what their parents are doing. Whether you notice that or not, they are absorbing our words and our actions. And this question often comes up when I talk with clients. How do I make healthy changes without negatively impacting my child's relationship with food? So first, before we get into the details of that, let's explore a little bit of how our relationship begins with food. When we are children, we naturally have the ability to moderate our food intake. We eat when we're hungry, we stop when we're full. And sadly, according to some internet searches, things begin to take a shift around 7 to 10 years of age. And that's when diet culture really can begin to take shape in young minds. Here's a few highlights from my research on this topic. 1 in 4 children has engaged in some type of dieting behavior by the age of 7. And 80% of 10-year-old American girls have been on a diet. These dieting behaviors are paired with negative attitudes and body image. More than half of girls and approximately 1/3 of boys between the ages of 6 and 8 indicate that their ideal bodies are thinner than their current bodies. Many studies report a connection between a parent's attitude towards dieting and a child's behavior, and they often hold the same beliefs about food restriction as their parents. One study of 5 to 8-year-olds found that a parent's body dissatisfaction actually predicted the child's body dissatisfaction. The media also seems to hold an even greater influence on our child's influence than the child's family. In nearly all studies regarding children and body image, test subjects listed social media, television, film, video game characters as the physical standards for which they aspired to be. And it's easy to see why. If you're on Facebook right now watching this live, I mean, you could do a quick scroll and you notice how often we look at others. Today, Weight Watchers allows children as young as 10 to join its program. Jenny Craig's cutoff age is 13 and Nutrisystem is 14. And you can just, by hearing those ages, it's somewhat alarming to know that the diet culture has now, that age is getting younger and younger compared to 10, 15, and 20 years ago. So some of this information that I shared, it came from Common Sense Media and a few other sources. So if you are a parent, this can be alarming to hear that information. And if you're trying to make healthy changes that involve weighing, measuring, tracking your food in your home, it does beg the question, how do I do these things and keep a positive dialogue going with my children? So I have 10 tips for you for creating a healthy diet culture in your home. Number 1 is to share honestly. It is okay that you would like to make changes. If weight loss is your goal, share why. So really dive deeply into that reason. Like, most often people are not just wanting to lose weight just to lose weight. There's a lot of other feelings that go along with that. So dive into that deeper reason. And if your child's old enough to understand, it is absolutely okay to share that with them, what you want to improve about your health. Share with them what your healthy changes are going to look like and how they can participate and support you. I have a client that her family totally understands that she is going to weigh and measure her food, and her children are so helpful with jumping in and working on recipes with her and helping her weigh items. So it's actually become like a really great topic for them. Number 2, role model body positivity. This is a tricky one. Speak positively about your body and other people's bodies. This can help you build your own confidence too. So instead of complaining about the size or the look of your body, think of things that you can be grateful for. For example, I'm grateful I have strong legs that help me to walk around and carry things, or I'm grateful for the ability to go to the gym and to exercise. Do be cautious of commenting or pointing out other people's bodies. Like, wow, so-and-so looks great because they lost weight. That can sink into a child's young mind. And if you're somebody that really struggles with body confidence, this can be a really difficult task to pay yourself compliments or say nice things like this. So if that's the case and you're very uncomfortable with that, maybe focus on complimenting your ability to stick with your habits or other accomplishments that you can share with your kids. Number 3, focus on healthy lifestyle habits instead of talking about weight loss. So even if your goal is weight loss, make the focus of the conversation around the positive habits you're creating. For example, I'm weighing my food and measuring it so that I can make sure I get enough protein, because every day getting enough protein makes me feel healthy and satisfied. Or I measure my food so I can make sure I'm getting enough so I have energy to support my activities that I want to do. When celebrating victories during your weight loss journey, focus your attention on and your words on how you feel versus how the scale made you feel. So help yourself and your children by not allowing the scale to dictate your self-worth. Even if it's a positive thing, like you lost a few pounds and you're really excited, even sharing that, just be cautious of it and make sure that we're sharing other ways that you have achieved those victories. Number 4, demonstrate consistency with healthy habits and self-care. Show up for yourself. Using care when selecting your goals and targets will help you improve the consistency and send a positive message to those around you. This means setting realistic goals and small daily action steps. Being consistent will send the message that health is not an on the wagon, off the wagon thing. And this will also decrease your feelings of guilt and shame. Work to remove guilt and shame from conversations about food and exercise. Avoid statements like, I shouldn't be eating this, or labeling yourself a failure because you needed extra sleep instead of getting up when your alarm went off early to exercise. Number 5, encourage physical activity. Rather than focusing on a physical activity as something to do to burn calories, shift that focus by talking about exercise as a way to gain strength or to have fun or feel happy or energized. Number 6, make family meals a priority. Focus on mindful eating, a variety of foods. Talk about how to listen to your body, feeling hunger and fullness cues. Eating meals together has been shown to strengthen family bonds, to improve communication and interpersonal skills, and to encourage a healthy relationship with food. So meals should be a low pressure situation. Make an effort to avoid the clean plate club mentality or forced feeding or restricting intake for your kids. Keep the conversations about food positive and encouraging. Number 7, relish sweets and treats without shame or guilt. When choosing to indulge, and you absolutely should be choosing to indulge at times, Slow down and enjoy and savor. Encourage your kids and teens to do the same thing. Also, do your best to disassociate food and treats as rewards for good behavior or as a way to influence feelings. For example, like grabbing the carton of ice cream because you feel sad. We want to disassociate food from feelings or from being the only way to celebrate. You can think of other ways to celebrate victories. Number 8, involve your kids in meal prep and meal planning. They can discover a variety of new foods. It'll pique their interest in trying things, and this will also help them to learn about building meals that have balance. Number 9, talk about food as fuel. Refer to food as fuel for your body and not as good or bad foods. Food can be viewed on a spectrum of maybe you eat more of these items or eat less of these items, but avoid a dialogue that categorizes food as good or bad. You can absolutely teach your family about making better choices, and you should make room for fun foods as well. We recommend an 80-20 approach, meaning that 80% of your fuel comes from whole, less processed foods, and 20% of your fuel can come from whatever it is that you fancy. Number 10, and this one is important, we are all unique. Remember and share that your body is unique. Your shape, the way your body moves, the way it utilizes energy from food, your physical abilities, these are all unique to you. And your child's body is also unique. We all look different. We all have different abilities and needs. It's important to recognize these differences and embrace wherever you are in your current journey. So guys, your role as a parent is so important. Let's help our children, our teens, our tweens. Let's help them learn to have a positive relationship with food and body confidence, because it is truly a gift to learn the tools to properly fuel your body, to celebrate movement, and to enjoy vibrant health. So let us know if we can help you in any way to open up a healthy dialogue with you, your family, and your kids. We'd love to hear from you guys if you have questions. And thank you guys so much, the ones that are joining me right now. I really appreciate it. And just let us know in the comments if you have any questions. Have a great day, guys.